good morning. Even though me and Ranger went to a few shops and everything, I forgot it was Sunday, so some stuff was closed. And I drove 20 minutes out of my way to go there, so I just shopped in that area for a while. But anyways, yeah, I uploaded the video and everything. Well, and it finished last night because I uploaded it with my phone. And yeah, that saves me hotspot data if I ever need it. And also I have unlimited data, regular data, so I don't really see an issue with that at all, honestly. It's a pretty good way. And I woke up early too because I just went to sleep, because if you watch videos etc on your phone with YouTube and stuff like that, the video takes a little bit longer to upload. It adds some hours. So a 31 minute video took me around 4.5 to 5 hours to upload on my phone, so with just regular data and everything. So I think I'll do that next week and keep going, because it was pretty beneficial. What that was, me adding a weather strip, a door weather strip to the door. I hope that's going to solve the issue I was having with air just coming in and out really easily, and yeah, me not being able to keep cold air or keep it cold inside as easily as that really should be. But yeah, what I did the first time though is I used flex glue. It came very highly recommended, but it just might be an old tube of it or something. It was actually really difficult. Even when I increased or made the hole that it was coming out of bigger, wider, it still was really hard, and I had to step on it to get it out. And I just gave up after, I would say 4-5 inches. Yeah, I just gave up, and I used this Dynaflex Ultra. So yeah, hopefully, and it is sticking to it now. Because at first, just to basically have it in place with the flex glue, I used a thumbtack and stuck it through the whole thing and had it go into basically the original seal of the bus seal is what it was, I think. But yeah, I think that's pretty decent. I just need to wait for, well, one, the caulk to dry, and two, the spray paint to dry as well. And then I'll touch it up and everything, and I'll scrape away or something, get rid of the caulk. Yeah, I'm gonna do some other stuff. I'll see you guys in a little second. So I went ahead and just started to do stuff because I didn't wait as long as I thought I would have to. And what I've done is I closed it and locked it. So that's pretty much exactly where it needs to be. And I don't really see too much of an issue at all. I'm gonna figure out some little place to basically make sure that right there, no air can get in or out from there. But honestly, that even blocks up the hole I had to make basically in this side right here. This one, this piece right here, the original seal, the bus seal, basically bus door seal. I had to cut it so the lock could actually get to the other piece so it could secure itself. But now that's pretty much sealed. I might have to add like a little bit of caulk right there or something, but that's, I think, perfect. I just need to touch it up with some color, and that might drastically change how much heat I lose or cold, how much heat I get or cold I get. It's gonna make it a lot harder for the Skoolie to change temperature. Now I gotta figure out something else while I wait for this to dry, I guess. And as I've been waiting on this to dry, the caulk to dry more, I went ahead and did this. I put a blackout curtain at the rear between my garage and my bedroom. Just did 2 hooks, the cup hooks like I did all the other ones, but I also did a middle one, a bigger one. That way I can just not have it hanging at all. And maybe that'll keep some cold air from the garage section a little bit easier. It'll keep it out, or keep the heat in, or keep the cold out. So we're cold in and heat out, yeah. Either or, I hope. But also, yeah, I'm just waiting for that caulk to dry. Sometimes it helps to think about things a lot more than a lot of people say you should. And what I've done is I thought a lot more, because I've already had someone come out and help me test by looking around the Skoolie as I basically filled it with smoke and everything, like all the edges and everything. But I had another idea. I have both of the fans blowing out air now, and I am going to cover this one a little bit, and both the air, so air shouldn't be really coming out when there's not too much air to come out, really. I mean, where's the air going to be coming from? Because it's pulling air from inside. But I just blew a little smoke, and it's pulling it through there, right there, easily. I can see that. And also from the top, because honestly that's a little bit easier. So it's coming, most of the air is coming from this area right here. And I went around and I even saw that, because I went like this, loose smoke in there, and smoke comes out very slightly right here and is pulling it out. So there's a leak, an area where it's pulling air from where the drain pipe is, right there. And obviously there's still a little spot right here. Very easily is pulling air out of that one. But I even also checked both of my diesel heater areas where I drilled holes through the floor, the metal, sheet metal. I didn't see any coming from there. But over here, with the blackout curtain, basically a wind wall, basically. There you go. It's a little hard to open sometimes. Yeah, but I went ahead and do this. And it's stuck right there. But if I do this, there's very small amount coming from the back. So it might be the back door, or you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and check this real quick. And you guys are gonna find out, same as I am, right now. I'm gonna check the diesel heater area and see if there's any wind I'm just letting smoke settle. You probably might not be able to see it on cam, and honestly I don't really see too much movement of the smoke. I'm still going to cock around a little bit with something. I have to figure it out, Google search and YouTube. But yeah, I'm gonna start figuring out stuff like that. It pays to think about stuff a lot more than people think you should sometimes. And good morning. Still, actually, no, good afternoon now. What I've come to realize, what I should do now, and what I am going to do, there's no if about it. What I am going to do now is I'm going to make possibly just half of the Skoolie and everything a lot more suitable for Ranger, because I do not want him getting too hot or anything. And he's just going, there you go. That was gonna lay down in that spot. But yeah, it got up to 90, well 89, 90 degrees. I think higher than that, but I didn't check a lot. But yeah, his breathing got heavier, etc. Not etc, but yeah, it just got heavier and I felt bad. So what I'm going to do, I got a Honeywell 194 speed portable evaporative cooler. Yeah, basically a swamp cooler is the other term for it. People sometimes used to use, I guess, and still do, I guess. Yeah, so that should be here sometime May 25th to 27th. So I gotta wait a few days, which that's one of the biggest things I hate, is waiting for things just to happen, basically. But I also got, because I know it's going to be it gets it a little bit more humid, and then also just because I might as well get it, I got a Pro Breeze electric mini dehumidifier for 2,200 cubic feet, which is around, yeah, 250 square feet, yeah. And compact and portable for high humidity in home, kitchen, bedroom, basement, caravan, office, garage. So yeah, it should definitely just dehumidify the whole Skoolie. And I'm gonna figure out, I think, how to cordon off, or basically seal an area so Ranger can have a decent temperature around 70 degrees, or at most 80. So I think that's going to be a lot better than it has been. And also, actually, I'm really glad about this. The temperature is not going to get hot, too hot like it was before, for the next couple days. I think till after the 27th. So I think that'll be decent enough, I guess, in the waiting period. I hate waiting. But I'm going to do that, and I'm going to research a little bit more, figure out how to cordon off an area. And then also, I already took it off. That trim piece right here, did not stick whatsoever. But I was given some of this vinyl sealer basically, and I put it on the inside right here, and that actually gets rid of the gap that's right inside right there, except for right here. And it still, I did check, it still does have space, some air coming through here, very small amount, but some, and I'll have to figure that out. But right here, and then just right here and right here, I'm gonna get some more of that, because I put some on the bottom right here, just to get rid of any little bit of excess air that comes through, and that it pretty much forms to however you need it. So that's really good for me. And I even put some right here just to get rid of some of the spacing, and I can move it a little bit, and that's a good temporary solution, I guess. Maybe temporary, I have no idea, but for right now at least, because yeah, I don't want it to be too much of an issue. But as you can see, I'm trying to figure out how to deal with this, because right there, that just pretty much hits it, so it can't be too much right here. So I have to put something right here to basically hold and have the air not move or go in and out. Move. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna do some more research and try and keep Ranger cool. I may charge some batteries as well, we'll see. So what I've done now, I recocked, not the same that I just did before, but I actually ripped up what I did before, and I recocked basically the plywood piece, so it should be cocked to the plywood itself. That way nothing actually reaches the flooring and causes this. So I hope this works. If not, I gotta figure out something else. And also, while coming home from Home Depot again, someone just wasn't looking and was trying to change 3 lanes. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was trying to change 3 lanes to the right and just wasn't looking, as I was already in the position they wanted to be in, I guess. So I just held on my horn for the whole time it was happening, and then as long as they were in front of me, or around me, I just kept laying on the horn. Now I'm still charging and everything, because I think I'm at 80 something percent right now. I was at like 60% this morning, but now I'm at 80%. It's been really cloudy for some reason, and also I think I might have to do something about that tree branch right there, because it's honestly blocking one of my solar panels completely, I think, from midday sun basically. I would say a good 30% of my solars because of that. I'm not getting it because of that. Oh, and also I got some vinyl insulation tape basically, and I think I can make it work a little bit. And then also I had an idea. It's probably not going to be permanent, I'll go and say that, but for water hoses and to basically winterize them and everything, you basically just put this on, attach it, and have it clamped to it, or pulled to it. So what I'm thinking is I'll just do it for my lock set and have like something on the outside a little bit, so it's holding it, and just do that. And honestly, you know what, I'm gonna find out right now too. That looks like it'll, there we go, that looks like it'll cover the issue pretty well, I think. So I'm gonna see what I can accomplish so far while waiting. And I fitted it, and also I've locked it, so I'll go ahead and show you. Just honestly release it like that a little bit. I unlocked the door, I just unlocked it, and it just fell and right in front of Ranger. But honestly, I'm just using a piece of one of his old bones just to hold it. So I mean, it'll work. Might be temporary, might be permanent, but I hope temporary, because I'm gonna try and figure out some other thing to make that better. But yeah. And also I'm trying to figure out what to do with all this, that vinyl stick insulation, tape insulation, sorry. I'm trying to figure out. And yeah, I'm just coming up as blank right now, because honestly I think the door, when you close it and everything, this right here, I even tried a piece right there, very small, but you can barely tell, honestly, you can barely even tell if it's holding to it because of that right there. So I'm gonna try and figure out something, and I think the top a little bit, but I already did place some of that small tape that I was given up at top already, and now I'm just trying to figure some stuff out while waiting. I hate waiting. So as it's about to start raining pretty heavily, I guess, or thunderstorms or something, I'm inside. But I also just figured out, and I created this little, basically a blocker. Hold on a second, make sure that's a little bit more closed. The air is sucking out really heavily right now. That's what I made the Max fans do. So not too much movement now, but this was pulling in a lot of air. As you can see right now, it's trying to pull out air. Hold on. Yeah. If I do this, hold on a second, move this magnet. Magnets are definitely your friend. Yeah, it's definitely pulling out air from there. So I'm just creating a blocker a little bit temporarily with just a Home Depot shopping bag, plastic, because yeah, there's really, and you know what, I just saw another spot where I need a magnet right there, but there's really not too many more options. I also put some more that tape stuff. Actually, it's about to start raining really hard. I put some more of that tape stuff right here along the whole side going down. Yep, it's raining. And I put it on the bottom of the door too. That's the only spot where there's air coming in right here. Yeah. And my phone goes off. I'll see you guys in a little bit, maybe later. So as soon as I read what alerted my phone and everything, I immediately ran out and grabbed this, and I'm at 94%. I turned my inverter on and everything. The fan's running, pointed at Ranger and stuff. But yeah, if you can't tell, it said flash flood warning. It's raining really heavily right now. So I'm just gonna keep that closed for a little bit so rain doesn't come in. Yeah. I'm glad I did something today. All right, I'm gonna probably just relax a little bit and not be soaked. And also, this is another good test, I guess, to make sure I have no leaks. So there's that, and I'm just gonna be standing here watching. So there's, yeah, it's a pretty good test, I'll say that. And after some investigating, there is no leak coming from here, using my pinky and everything, going along the whole bottom where it would collect, because it's the lowest part, and it's basically got rivets that go all the way around the corners and everything, so the water would just come down. And yeah, I think if there is a leak, it would have enough to basically show it, and I just can't put my finger right there too. There's no leak there. However, as soon as I closed the door and I basically got all this situated, I realized that water was just a very heavy drip was coming from this area right here. And I think, if I can see, I might be able to put some of that vinyl insulation or something there, basically to block some water or caulk the area a little bit more, so there's not much room for it to give. So there's that too. I'm just gonna relax now and periodically look around and make sure there's no leaks, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with my sort of waterproof tin can, my Skoolie. So this is basically a video journal for me, so I'm going to go ahead and tell the story about what just happened. I was at a park with Ranger, and we were walking to an area on the right side of the park, and a black Ford F-150, I'm pretty sure it was the F-150, that's what it looked like, and I know it was a Ford because I saw the symbol, but I haven't looked it up and seen F-150s like on my phone or anything just yet, because yeah, why bother, honestly. But it turned really harshly and basically was on the sidewalk at least a little bit, and Ranger was to the left of me, and immediately what I did, I will have to put down this real quick so I can show you. What I did was Ranger was to the left of me, and as soon as I saw the truck, it was basically going this way, and Ranger was to the left of me, and we were walking this way, and the truck was coming this way. So what I did, I put up my leg, and it hit right here, slightly, but it hit enough. I wouldn't say it hurt, because that's a whole nother issue with me. Yeah. Anyways, I kind of put my leg up because I knew I actually grew extra bone around my leg, so if this gets broken now, I'll just say it would be unheard of because I grew additional bone. So my leg is super tough now. But yeah, what happened was Ranger was to the left of me. I picked up my leg, hit leg, and it pushed Ranger out of the way as well as pushed me out of the way like this, like two. I fell actually on my left leg, but I can't do that right now, and I'm not going to fall to show a representation of it. But it did this, pushed Ranger, pushed me, and everything. Dude just drove, or dude or woman, I have no idea, just drove away. But I figured I might as well tell everyone, because I guess that was a very weird end of the day for me. I'm gonna definitely relax and just chill out a little bit, because a lot of people would have freaked out a little bit more than I think I am going to. So I'm probably not. I'm just gonna relax, and I know Ranger's okay and everything. And honestly, I went by Alamo Draft House after it, and he gets a good amount of my fries. I'll say that. He definitely earned them. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we finally just got back. I may do a very, very fast time lapse, speed up the video very, very harshly, of me driving there and then coming back. Driving there was fine. Coming back, it took me a little while longer to get back than it did going there. It was very, very rainy, and everywhere was flooded, basically. You'll see in the video, sort of, I guess. But yeah, oh man, they just told me to take and offered me Tylenol for pain, but I honestly just told them I don't really need that. But yeah, they saw no issues. So yeah, me and Ranger are just gonna go to bed for a little bit. Man, might eat some of the Alamo Drafthouse Monster Burger that I have left, and the fries. He may get a few, as always. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we're finally awake. After watching a lot of YouTube, finally got to sleep. But yeah, it's about 11:45 now, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna go get some Starbucks and just chill out a little bit, and then also I'm gonna try and figure out what else I can do. Yeah. Finally, I have a dehumidifier for 220 square feet. You know what? I definitely think it'll work for this. I'm just waiting on the swamp cooler, basically. He's just relaxing now since we've been driving since we woke up, basically. So I watched the YouTube video and read the instructions, and honestly, that was as simple as it could have been. Is basically just attach the cord to it, plug it in, turn it on, and empty it when the tank gets almost full. And yeah, it should last the tank. It was 2200 feet 3. So that's I was mistaken. It's 250 square feet. Yeah, that was feet cubed. But anyways, yeah, it's running out, and it only uses from what I could tell, 30 to 32 watts. Honestly, that's not bad at all. So yeah, I'm happy about that, and I'm just gonna let it run and get rid of some of the humidity in here. But I am going to be in and out all day, so the door's gonna open and humidity will rise again. But yeah, so I think that'll be pretty good. It works pretty well. And even it'll alert me and stop when it's full, so I'm happy about that too. I'm just gonna figure out how to secure it, I guess, but I don't really see an issue doing that, honestly. Maybe some cup hooks and 2 bungee cords, or I just bungee cord it to the desk I have. I don't know, I gotta figure it out, or I place it somewhere else in the Skoolie. We'll see. So what I've done so far today really is I've done my laundry. Which I used 10 gallons because I made sure I washed them twice each load. I had 2 loads, so I washed it twice. And now I already refilled all my water tanks and everything, because I put in an extra 5 gallons in my freshwater tank. My water, yeah, freshwater. I put that in there. And now I've also done my laundry, and I put up all the other stuff, and I'm charging it now. So I hit 100 today, maybe. I was at 80% exactly when I finished my laundry and everything, because I didn't even run it off the generator. I just ran it off my inverter and battery bank. But yeah, I didn't even know it was almost 6 o'clock p.m. until I looked at my phone, because the light really doesn't change right now with this weather. So yeah, I didn't even notice. But what I'm gonna do is go get some food. I might cook it. I don't know what I'm gonna get yet. And then I'm gonna start figuring out more stuff and waiting for hopefully I can get it tomorrow, but waiting for my swamp cooler. I'm really ready just to see how all that works. And tonight I am going to, because I've been in and out of that door so many times, and right now it's off, I'm going to test out really harshly my dehumidifier and see, because one of my thermostats actually has a humidity reading on it, so I can see how humid it is outside and how humid it is inside. So I'm just gonna find out how good I can get it overnight. So I went to Chick-fil-A, but also I actually think I did something pretty decent. I attached one side of the rope here, and I attached the other side of the rope over there to this small little hole right here, and I still had a leftover Velcro strap for, I'm not using one of the extension cords right now, so I just have it left over right now. And honestly, these are a little bit damp still, but they'll dry inside instead of being outside where it will be a little bit more humid whenever I get that started again. Yeah, I'm gonna go relax and have some Chick-fil-A. Yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. And just real quick update before I basically lay down for the whole day, except for take Ranger out one more time. I figured out another way. You see the spare piece of bone right there? I figured out another way. All you really I had to do was wrap it around one of the pieces of the lock, and I just set it and tighten it up really harshly, and that works really well for me, I think. And then also I have my fan right here. I'm blowing on the clothes. I know you probably couldn't see it, but it's just blowing on my clothes over there like that. And right now, before I go to bed, it's 73 degrees humidity right now and 79 outside. So I'm gonna see what the update is in the morning. Oh no, the dehumidifier did the opposite. No, it worked. I just took a shower. I also yesterday when I filled up, or yeah, when I was using a small hose basically to fill up the freshwater tank, I left a 1-inch gap in one of the windows, and honestly it brought the humidity down 2% to 73. It was at 75 and it went down to 73, and it stayed there. But I think it could have done a lot better if it wasn't connected to the outside. So there's that. I'll test it again tonight, and yeah, me and Ranger are just gonna go relax and have some coffee. And now what I'm gonna do with safety goggles, I am going to cut up some of this old bar that I kept and hopefully make my whole lock system a lot more easier to lock, because I'm basically really having to push really hard just to get it to lock for like the last couple of days since I put all this trim right here, that weatherproofing. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. now I can finally easily just lock the door. I just have to make sure the door is pushed closed all the way because it still has the stopper setting and I have it down right now. So if I had it up, I could go all the way back and that would just make it a lot easier to lock. But at the same time, it's really hard to get that out. But I'm just going to make it like put the stopper down again and I can easily lock the door. Ranger's seeing what's going on. All right, now we are going to relax. I'm going to charge up the batteries and relax because I'm just waiting. Tomorrow on the 26th my swamp cooler should finally be delivered. I hope. We'll see. And good afternoon, actually. Yeah, we just got up late because why not, I guess, and I didn't go to sleep until early this morning. Anyways, we were getting ready to go get some coffee and a puppuccino. Also, the swamp cooler says, the item says it is in the store, but it's getting ready to be picked up. And I'm just gonna go by and see, because it's right beside the Starbucks basically, if I can just get it from there. So hopefully I can just pick it up already. Man, we're back. Sadly, we don't have it. The website said that it was at the store, and I even waited an hour because I was told to, for them to get it off and everything. But then the person actually went to check and make sure that it was off the truck and everything, and actually physically see it, and it just wasn't at the store. So she talked to one of the, I can't remember the title, but the representative that for orders and stuff like that. It should be here tomorrow. So I'm really hoping it will be, because after tomorrow or during tomorrow, I think it starts to get hot. So yeah, I'm just gonna figure out some stuff, relax, charge up some battery, well, my battery bank, and because I never made it to 100% yesterday. I only made it to like 85, I think. But yeah, so I'm just gonna do that today and start to make sure of some other stuff. And so what I've done so far is where the drainage pipe for the sink and the shower drain are, I went ahead and caulked a lot more that whole area. And also where the my propane, the CSST runs in, the corrugated stainless steel tubing, yep, it runs into the back left wall from the bottom. I went ahead and caulked that pretty hard as well. And now I'm gonna wait probably around 30-40 minutes and then close up everything and make sure, and then see where air is coming from as I use my vape smoke again and do my little trick and see if I can find out where any air is coming from, because I still had the same issue even though I had sealed up the door pretty well, I think. And I even used the the winterizer for like faucets and stuff like that, yeah, spigots on the outside of your house and stuff. I just used that and I clamped it down to the outside, so there shouldn't have been any issue. And when I'm on the inside, I clamp it on the inside, so that's not really any issue. So I'm going to make sure, and as much as I can, look for where any air is coming from, or where anything is coming, the temperature is able to easily move through. So I'm gonna see you guys probably in a little bit, maybe an hour. And with basically the most powerful airflow tool that I know of, really, I figured out this. I'll just show everyone. So I closed that, but that right there, that right there, and that right there, and then also all these little drying holes right there, are just giving airflow. So I'm trying to figure out how to either stop that when I want it to, or figure out some way to block it. And I just have to look that up. I'm gonna try and figure it out. And like I've said plenty of times, magnets and rope, and also stuff that you think you should just throw away but you might have a use for it later, are definitely your friends. So I've made this, and I can just undo the magnet right here and have it put back easily. And I've done these too. And I gotta figure out the whole back system of it, but that's a good temporary solution just to ease my mind a bit. And now I finally got something to eat tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure these curtains are very well placed how they should, like this. And I'm just gonna keep that right there because I'm not using it, and this one too. And place that down there because I'll just grab it later. Turn this light off right here. And I'm doing both of them, and I'm making sure that everything is very nicely done because I finally got my swamp cooler, my evaporative cooler. And I also have my dehumidifier running as well. So, and I have it at the highest setting, the 3rd setting. So I think hopefully tonight should be a very, very comfortable night for him. And I'll see how cold, honestly, I could get it in here real quick. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna test this as hard as I can. I probably will see you guys tomorrow. And then it'll be a quick tomorrow, and then I'll edit the video and have it uploaded and ready by Sunday. I'll go ahead and say there's Friday and then there's Saturday. So it's gonna be a while before I start editing the video and get ready to upload it. But I will say also that I ran this for about 4 hours without even realizing that I hadn't pushed the cool button, because I was wondering for a while actually, more than a split second, why the water level had not gone down at all. So yeah, there's that. So hopefully it's at, hold on, 81 and 79.4 degrees, yeah, and 81 degrees on 2 different thermometers. So I'm gonna wait and see at what I can get it to tonight, with the outdoor weather being 73 degrees right now, and I think the low should be 69. So we'll see how low I can get. Now, good rainy morning. It is technically morning, yeah, still, it's 11:30. But I did notice last night that it wasn't getting colder. It was only getting down to 77 degrees when it was 81 before. But the only issue, where I think the issue is there is spaces right there as well, and a space right here when the curtain's closed, and a space at the bottom as well. So I have to make it better, and I'm going to try to. But first we're gonna get started with our day. So me and Ranger are gonna go and do our usual, and then we'll see what happens. And we're back. So what I've done so far is I got more of that really big foam insulation, and the fan's on for both of them really right now. But I put the foam right here and foam right there, and hopefully that helps. And then I also just put basically a tote right there that I've just had, and a old laundry bag right there, basically to hold it a little bit harder, the air. And the only hole basically right here, but it's a swamp cooler, so you still, an evaporative cooler, so you still should be using or have some way for it to get more air or something like that. So yeah, otherwise it'll get really clammy and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit because I'm gonna try and charge the batteries all the way up to 100, because I think I got it to 95% yesterday, and I went down to 68% because I was testing stuff and looking at YouTube and just wasting power basically. But yeah, I'm at 68.7% now, and I'm just charging, and I'm just waiting to see if I can use it. Hope this works. And now, after me and Ranger went to the store, got some spaghetti stuff, made dinner and everything. Well, before we made dinner, we got trapped in the rain and everything, and it's been about an hour since we got trapped. My shirt's still soaking wet a little bit, and I even used a towel to dry Ranger off because his vest got soaking wet too. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy that and test out the swamp cooler finally, because I think I have enough stuff to make it very small, like the area very smaller than 120 square feet. So we'll see how it works. So yesterday, me and Ranger went to the Boxcar Bar and Arcade again, just to hang out, and something really good happened. I'm not going to divulge it at all right now, but I will say also that my LED system is messed up, and also the new battery car jumper that I got, the air compressor is basically stuck. So I'm just going to try and figure that out as well, but also I'm going to go ahead and start editing the video. That way I can upload it and have it ready while I do other stuff. I'll see you guys next episode.